What's happening, everybody? John Hendricks here for Boot Crew Media, coming at you with an episode of The Drive, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, out here at Hancock Whitney Stadium in Senior Bowl. So forgive all the gorilla type stuff on it. Obviously, important news that's happened for the Saints. Sean Payton has been traded to the Denver Broncos. The Saints are going to get a first-round pick back this year and a second-round pick next year. And they're also going to send back a 2024 third-round pick to Denver. So, initial thoughts, obviously hot off the presses, the first big domino to really fall for the Saints this offseason. Um, Look, getting the pick, it's actually 30th overall, but with Miami forfeiting that pick, it's going to be 29 overall. So now you've got two picks in the top 50. So you've got 44 and what would be in essentially 29. And so, and then getting assets again for second rounder next year is really huge too. So Saints in pretty good situation there. I don't really care too much for sending back compensation, but if it's something that needed to get the deal done, a third rounder, you could get that back as a compensatory pick. A lot of things could happen there. But look, huge move for New Orleans, big move for New Orleans. Now things starting to come together a little bit more, I guess you could say, optimistic on some of the things that this team needs in the offseason. We're out here at the Senior Bowl, obviously. Tyjae Spears is a big one, and Tulane we're watching right now. A lot of running backs that I'm focusing in on and such. But, there are going to be a laundry list of needs. This team has got to obviously go through free agency, running backs in need, defensive lines in need. You're going to have to look at a lot of things offensively, whether it's wide receiver. There's a host of them. And, the joy about it is now mock draft season is about to be in full swing with all those moves that are going to happen. But huge domino to fall. It was reported on Sunday. We talked about it that, look, and we discussed on here, was Sean Payton worth 2 first-round picks, first and a second, for something that hasn't happened in a long time. I think this is pretty good compensation overall. Again, I don't really like sending compensation back for it, but look, what New Orleans gets for him, and the fact is, now it's another thing that they can now focus on and put to bed, and now it's no longer a distraction and such. And look, Denver, I think, was a strong consideration going, all along, and now for this to actually go down, man, it's kind of surreal that we've been following this angle for a while now, and just how quickly things heat up. And for New Orleans, that first round pick, now you can really start. And hopefully the Saints, I know their tendency in drafts is to kind of be aggressive and trade up, but look, if they can stand put or work out some compensation, kind of lean on these picks and not be so aggressive, there's going to be tons of players in their bucket list that are going to be available when they do take somebody at 29. And so, look, again, it's a big move for New Orleans, a much-needed move for New Orleans, kind of one of those first dominoes to fall. Salary cap figure came out, $224.8 million. Saints got some work to do. They're just a little bit over $50 million, but the good news is they don't really have to touch too many players to get under that cap. So, we'll break that down at a later date. But Sean Payton is going to Denver to work with Russell Wilson. Saints, man, get back some decent compensation for it now, and we'll see how everything plays out. As always, thanks again to DraftKings Sportsbook for producing today's show. Don't forget to use that code BOOT for much more, and stay tuned for much more from Mobile at the Senior Bowl. I'm John Hendricks, signing out.